Push them up. Here we are. I was gonna just give you guys an update. I just showed you all this mess we made. So I'm starting to feel a little bit like I've got my work cut out for me. I don't know why. Weird time to start feeling that, considering these are gonna get cleaned, painted liberally. All the ends. This, for right now, I'm believing it's good enough to use. I know it's a little bit wonky, but whatever. It is what it is. It's gonna work. It's still pretty thick. It's not like it's paper thin or anything like that. And I think a lot of the wonkiness will straighten out once we get some bolts in it. Clean the crap out of it and paint it. You saw us struggling. We couldn't get it apart. Some freaking dummy went and welded this cross member to the frame. Why? I'll never know. So that's why you saw me in the precarious spot of right here trying to cut that. That was holding us up right there. So I wanted to show you guys that. So yeah, that's basically going to be the gist of it. So the idea is we'll get the insides cleaned and painted and prepped and beautiful and everything. We'll put the other rail on. Same thing. Pull this one off, prep, clean, do everything. Bolt it all back together. Roll it outside. Sandblast, paint, everything. Roll it back in, assemble it. Then we'll drive it down and put the body on. Drop the body on the rails, weld up the hinges and whatnot, and then. So yeah, I'm feeling like, wow, there's a little bit to do here. But I've got a few weeks before I get the new rail, so hopefully we get that buttoned up. That's interesting. There was another section here. The inside was welded here, but then I thought there was one further up as well. I guess I'm not sure. It's really not important. Just makes you wonder what went on in this truck's life before we got to it. And this was broken, cracked, bugger welded, and then it looks like they blew the shoulders off and then just like, well, whatever. So yeah, that's where I'm at. We've got a cab down the hill there that's actually got cab mounts on it, so should be able to replace these because I think they're a little munged up. Just guessing though. Seems like there's something wrong with that. Clutch looks pretty good, so that's nice. So fix the missing bolt, figure out what's up with that. I don't know if it's in there or not. Try and get this broken one out. Maybe Dad just helped me. We stood this pile of crap up, so that's going to be my next thing, is popping this turd apart. Oh man, what a freaking mess. I should probably just replace this with like anything but this. But we're already spending quite a bit of money, and the guts are nice. Like this thing was perfect. No problems, and even looking inside I was really satisfied with the way the guts look. So this needs a synchro back here, which isn't, that's nothing. So This whole back cover has to come off. So basically any bolts going through it. These two end caps have to come off. This has to come off. This has to come off. These have to come off. A little bit of work to do there. If it gets too bad, I'm just gonna abandon ship. I've got a rebuilt one, but it's in a truck right now. And we've already got our work cut out for us as far as this goes. So I really don't want to have to take that one apart just to get that out. So the only things that's gonna save us is the fact that it leaks like a sieve. So we'll tear into it, see what it looks like, see how bad things are, and put eyes on that synchro. I don't have a serial number for the toilet. Actually, you know what? I might. I have all the build sheet for this truck. Actually, don't ask me where it is because I'm not. I don't know. I'll dig that up and I'll show it to you guys. Hi. RTO 14708LL. So that's actually a lighter duty than what I've got in my other truck, because the other one's a 16908LL. There you go. This is cool. 3406C mechanical 350 1800 RPM 1350 foot-pounds 50 state transmission manual. Well, I guess I could have started with page 1. 14708LL. Giving me the same 10-speed blah blah blah. I don't know what that is. Tandem 46s, so it was built with them. Here's the serial number for those. Oh cool, that's the ratio 430. Standard track STO. That's the original 18 front. That came right from Walpole. That's pretty neat. That's actually one of the only places left that we can get parts for these things. That's pretty cool. That actually was a local-ish truck. It was actually an l9000. Sweet. Oh, sick. Wheelbase, 188 inches. No shit. We gotta go check that. I'll measure on the other side because half of the stuff is missing over here. I don't know why it was sectioned. Wondering if they turned it into a triaxle. 198.
You dumbass.
No, I'm in the wrong spot. Dumbass. Right here. 225. 226. Ish. This truck was originally a 10-wheeler for sure. They've stretched it 180 to 226, so 46 inches. This is pretty neat. I'm gonna check this out a little bit more later on. Oh yeah, look at this. Custom high level trim. Chestnut. Yeah, baby. Tinted glass all around. This thing must have been really something back in its day, back in its heyday, and that just goes to prove that. Hello, welcome back to hell. Of quick little update here. I've been working away, doing some stuff. Nothing worth filming, but I cleaned up the surfaces where the frame's gonna sit. This is the old one. I sandblasted them and I got a coat of paint. Just different paint that I had laying around, just whatever. I am gonna paint the whole chassis all at once anyway, but this was just to protect when I get the new frame. This will go up against the rail, so I won't really be able to get any paint on it. So I just kind of, you know, anything I can get to after, I just half-assed it, if, you know, at all. And then my main focus was just where the actual frame's gonna mount up. So yeah, kind of where I'm at. Yeah, I got a little munged up with the torch there. I kind of ground this, got this all cleaned up, cut off the old dump hinge. So that's all set. So my new frame should slip right in here. I should be able to weld that up, weld this. Then once I get my new hinge, we'll notch this to the appropriate size, weld this all together. And yeah, that's where we're at with that. That's basically what we're up to. My buddy BR dropped off these books so I could possibly find the bolts that I needed, because I couldn't get all of them. I got some, but I'm short. Which they didn't have it listed in the book, the bolts I need, so I'm gonna have to call. The ones I need are 5/8 by 6.5 and 7, which they don't list. So I'll give them a shout and see if I can't track those down. But for right now, I figured I'd pick you up because I'm starting to take this ugly pile of crap apart, which I've cleaned it, needle scaled most of the crap off. So instead of looking like a big rusty blob of grease, now it just looks like a big rusty piece of shit. So what's going to be interesting is the fact that none of the bolts come out with any type of ease, because I have to hammer on the sockets to get them to work properly, because they're all worn right out, rusted right out. So this is gonna be a real treat. So well, as you can see, that bolt's nice and round. So we will be in the market for all new bolts, of course. This looks like it might have been done. Output seal. All these bolts look great. And all those bolts look super good, like it's been done. It's got some paint going on, so. Space there, I guess. Might have had some kind of a seal at some point. A little bit different than the other 8LL I got in my other truck, I think. I believe that's supposed to be a seal. So that's kind of a disaster. Not the seal, but it's a seal. Now, this is free. Here's your old speed sensor. I will put a new output seal on this because this one looks pretty worn out. I don't know that it was leaking, but this thing was such a disaster that I really don't know for sure. Now, it comes off. Yeah, this thing definitely wasn't sealing. Look at all this. This is all from me. There, so I don't forget it. We're going to pull those air pistons apart. We'll ditch those. That way there, there's a couple nuts you got to take off that attach those to the shift forks. The other thing I want to show you, these dowel pins go in there, like so. I drove those out already. That was off camera. I didn't think that was really worth watching. So, I pulled those two smaller bolts. That would be pretty simple to take off. So, they look like 7/16, I'm guessing. My impact has seen better days. It's 3/8. I squished it with the dump body, so it kind of doesn't love life as much. Yep, that's kind of an easy yester. Couple little O-rings in there, so we'll get them changed out. You're pretty smashed. Now I'll pull out those bolts. Trying to not snap bolts off, you know. You would stay as all one piece, wouldn't you? I don't know if you know this, but that doesn't work for me. One problem I can see. One bolt was just like rusted right in the bore. Right, it's the next day here. Battery died on the GoPro. Then the old lady showed up with dinner. So we munched on that, and then I had a bunch of crap I had to do. So anyway, here we are, back at it. It's a beautiful day. I get you off the tripod because I feel like that was a real crappy view. So where I left off was trying to separate this housing from the actual cylinders. Maybe if I give her a tapper with a real hammer. There it goes. Sweet.
Okay, guys can see. I can't tell, but
All these are the same length. Yep. So now you can see these are your two air shifters, so when you flip the button in the cab, this one moves high range, this one moves the double low. In the bucket. Nice. Super duper. So now, if I'm not wrong, I should be able to do this. Let me, you know what? I don't want to pull those lines off just because they look absolutely terrible, but they should probably be replaced. I don't know what size they are, but almost a 9/16 now. Oh, super. If it wanted to spin, that would be great. It's only gonna get worse, so. I can see myself. That'll be the 2 o'clock in the morning, the thing blows out and I'm totally screwed. Basically, there's two little pancakes in here, O-rings, so O-rings don't feel too bad, but we'll replace those anyway. And there's a couple more. I'm in here, might as well friggin' put new O-rings on. Now, you can see what I was talking about, big shift forks in there. Okay, my next task is pop these off. Those are the covers that actually shim your counter shafts inside the back half. These ones are nice because they're not totally rusted right out to the point where the socket doesn't work. So that's a nice thing. So yeah, I'm gonna rip this apart, make some phone calls, get some parts for it. Probably get those a couple days. Get started on the cab. That's kind of my next thing. I got a feeling this will probably pop right off. Yep. Super. So now, this is the shim. And they're color coded. So, I'm gonna put these right and left the way they are on there. So it'll be harder to screw up when I put it back together. Which I will check everything, like as far as the clearances. Anyway, just because I'm taking it apart. And it's got some wear and tear on it and all that, so I'll definitely check it. But at least I know what I started with, so it'll give me a pretty good idea. Oops, same yeller. Sweet. Now, all that's left to do is cry. Hammer my sockets on. I do not care about these sockets in any way, so. Let's see. Too wild with this because obviously it's not meant. Let's think about this. Super duper.
Oh yeah, she's right on there.
Wow. Wow, wow. Don't even look like it's trying to set. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe not. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's starting to crack. See a little separation there. That's a good sign. Starting to separate. Still seems like she's hard on there. Now it's moving good. Oh yeah. Okay, well, off camera I got smarter. I decided that fuck that and fuck this bearing anyway. A little bit of heat. It did cool off. I'm not burning my fingertips right now. That bad. As soon as I got it warmed up, I should have filmed it because it was awesome. As soon as I got it warm, it bloop, thing fell apart. So, still looks mint. Now this case should come right off. Hopefully I don't smash my fingertips. Oh yeah. Sweet. Oh, somebody's been in here touching stuff. Wow. Ain't that something? A little bit of wear on the bearing. Not too bad. A little spacer on it. No pitting. That's great. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Don't even smell. Cover this piece of crap up because I don't want to have to look at it. I'm gonna go around and get my timing marks aligned. Chances are I may not need to remove counter shafts. I might be able to leave them right in place. So I have to go around 21 times to get it to line up. And there it is. This is gonna be heavy. I don't want to get too crazy because this shit fork will freaking slide right off. There's a synchro.